Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be for the end of December, kind of into January. A little bit late. I'd hoped to do them before Christmas. I hope you all are doing well. I hope you had a great holiday and are looking forward to this new year. It's going to be a big one. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If this one doesn't resonate, definitely check out those other placements. It is a general, so it may not resonate for everyone who watches. So we are going to get into your recent past, your current energy, and the near future. And then I'll take a peek at your person's energy, whoever's on your mind, and your energy and see what's going on there. So there's a couple cards that keep popping up, and it's the Sun card, and then what was the other one that just shit? Two really great cards. So your energy seems to be, I don't know if it's just excitement, there's shift, good things are coming. I love that. We go through the ups and downs. This may be just one of those moments where you're releasing a lot of stuff and deciding it's a new year. I'm not going to hold on to anything from this past year. Let's start fresh. It's like a whole new mindset. I don't know if I said this. If you're returning, welcome back. If you are new, I hope you'll stay. I am available for personal readings if you'd like one of those. The information's in the description box below or in my About section. Okay, so your recent past, we have the World. Yeah, there you go. There's a bunch of different things that are shifting and changing for you, and it's going to happen very quickly. All right, so the King of Pentacles. So we have the Knight of Swords and then the King of Pentacles in reverse. In your current energy, the Page of Cups is in reverse. Yep, I love this because this is telling me that there is something that's giving you that feeling of, I'm in a really great place. Things have changed. I'm not holding on. The Page of Cups in reverse with the Nine of Pentacles and then the Eight of Pentacles. Working hard. The near future, we have the King of Cups in reverse with the Knight of Pentacles and then the Two of Pentacles. So the overall energy is justice. Great. Maybe you feel like things have finally started to balance out. It seems like it because the recent past, obviously, with the World says that there's a big shift. So the Knight of Cups, you may have finally figured out that somebody who was not available to you or wasn't moving towards you was just not going to, and you're like, you know what, I'm just going to find balance within me. If this person isn't coming towards me or they're not going to take the action, that's their problem. Or you could feel like this was with somebody from the past. You just finally feel like you've gotten justice in the situation, whatever that may be for you, whether it's that you've just released it and not allowed the person to interfere with your energy, or maybe they came back and tried to say something to you and you finally got that last word. That's only going to be for a couple of you, but sometimes that feels good, right? Just to be able to express how we feel to someone. If they're not taking action, but they come in and out of your life, it can be frustrating. And I feel like there's someone that has done this with you over a period of time and you finally just got to say, no more, I'm done. All right, so let's look at the recent past, the World. Yeah, that's something I don't think you're going to tolerate anymore. So people that come in, he's quick in and quick out. Sometimes the Knight of Swords, is someone who comes in and tells you a truth and then runs back away. So I think what you're shifting is not allowing those types of energies. Like if they've done something wrong and then they come in and they want to apologize or have a conversation, but yet they're still unstable, then that's not good, right? So I think that's what you're shifting. You're just not going to allow these people anymore. You're making a choice for yourself. So if that swinging door that I keep seeing, I want to put my hand back and forth because they're showing me like a door that swings back and forth both ways. I think you're going to hold that door shut and not allow it to be freely opened by anybody who chooses to kind of walk through it. Meaning anyone from your past, you probably were open and willing to hear what people had to say. Not anymore. If you're done, you're done. And that just tells the universe that you're not going to tolerate certain things. So you won't have to continue to repeat that particular cycle of your life or that lesson in your life. So that's what I feel like is closing out or has just recently for some of you. All right. Yeah, the revolving door. They keep wanting to say the revolving door is closing. The Page of Cups, yes, this could have been somebody who had some emotional immaturities, yes, or this could be somebody who has a lot of childhood issues, and you may not even be aware of it. Some of you may be aware of how this person is, but what you desire on the other side of that, her head is turned against that type of energy. This is you saying, you know what, I've got too much on my plate right now. I am an independent human. I have a lot of work, a lot of responsibilities, a lot of things going on in my life, and I need to focus on that. I don't have time for these games. I don't have time for people who don't know who they are or what they want. Plain and simple. I will just keep my head down and keep focusing on what brings me the consistency and the joy. So for a lot of you, your work really does bring in some kind of satisfaction. And I think that's going to be more apparent for you. If that's not your primary focus and you don't want it to be your only, I get that. But this is always going to be something that's going to bring you some kind of joy in your life, some kind of gratification, satisfaction, things like that. And those are the things that are important to do for you. If other people show up in your life and you have some lessons to learn, fine. I think you accept that. But at this point, I think you're done with those and ready to experience somebody who's got their shit together like you do. If you're not in a relationship, now, if you are in a relationship, you may be, well, let's get back to that. There's something else that's going on for those of you that are in a relationship. So in the near future, we have the King of Cups in reverse with the Knight of Pentacles and then the Two of Pentacles. Okay, there is somebody that's going to come towards you that is, again, not emotionally available. The Knight of Pentacles, I feel like, is your energy. It's, again, saying you may not be emotionally stable. I'm not really focused on that. The Knight of Pentacles could be a different energy that wants to move towards you. Because you've shifted, now that energy is going to be available to you. So do I think someone's going to change? I don't. If you have someone that you're hoping may shift a little bit, people show you who they are. And if you get to the place where you can live parallel between your spiritual life and your human life, you're going to recognize when an energy shows up that feels like a lesson. Right? I want to say that like people shaking their heads. If you're not into the spiritual aspect of things, it may be a little bit harder for you to understand what I'm saying. If you are just interested, what's this person's actions? What are they going to do next? That's all good, but you are here to learn these lessons. And I think that's, for a lot of you, the most important aspect of it. So he's going to be moving forward at a nice, steady pace and not willing to open up to people that don't know what they want, that go back and forth, the in and out energy. All right, so let's clarify these and see what other info they have for you. So the World with the Knight of Swords. I do really feel like somebody's going to come in and just spew their truth on you or say something that I feel like they want to save something, but they're not stable. So just be aware of that energy. They're not, even if they claim to be. All right. So then we have the Strength card. Yeah, you're going to have to be strong because I think there's some deep, deep feelings or a deep connection between the two of you. And this is requiring a lot of your strength. So you're going to have to dig deep. It's part of your fiery type of energy. I know you're a Sag, not a Leo, but still, that could be a Leo energy that you're dealing with. We have pretty much everybody here. A lot of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Those are the main energies, and then Leo. So you're going to have to be strong because whoever this is tends to be able to get through whatever those boundaries are that you have set for yourself. So maybe they need to be built just a little bit higher. And then we have the Page of Wands in reverse. So they have no intentions of moving forward into anything. Okay. They don't have intentions of doing anything for you. This is a person who really focuses on themselves, and it isn't about what the partnership brings. So it's a tough lesson. It really is. I keep wanting to repeat that. The Page of Wands in reverse is somebody who's just not looking at things from an adult perspective. It doesn't matter how old you are. Anything over 21 to me is an adult. So the Page of Cups with the Nine of Pentacles. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. You will continue to wait if you allow this person back in. That's exactly what that feels like to me. Waiting and waiting and waiting. They aren't going to change. There isn't anything about them that wants to or has a desire to change emotionally. I just feel that really strongly. You, again, this is planting some seeds, but that's going to be planting seeds for yourself. and focusing on that aspect of your life. All right, let's look at the Nine of Pentacles with the Eight of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. Because your focus stays there, I think it opens up some things. But remember, when you wait and somebody is like this, they can create a lot of confusion. So there's two things I want to say with the Seven of Cups. It could be, yes, lots of opportunities and love come to you if you choose not to allow people to constantly use that revolving door. Now, this could also be someone who, when they come back in your life, what they're trying to say is while you wait, it creates confusion. It creates all this kind of mental and emotional chaos in your world. And is that worth it? Do you really want that to be the energy that you sit in? You have a choice. It isn't up to the other person. We want to believe when somebody comes in and tells us something that they mean what they say, probably because you're a genuine person and you mean what you say. But these energies that are coming in or have come into your life like this aren't the same way because they're not there for that reason. And we want to believe that it's just this relationship that we have. It's a lesson. It's a much deeper thing. So if you can recognize what they're there to teach you and release it, you will find that as you move into other relationships, you recognize the signs when they start coming towards you and you won't repeat it. All right. Oops. I see the moon in reverse. So something's been held back. I don't think it's going to be revealed to you right away, but I think that's what also can cause the confusion because I don't think somebody's very open. All right, let's look at the King of Cups in reverse with the Knight of Pentacles. And then we have the High Priestess in reverse. They're hoping that you're not going to trust your intuition. That sounds strange because I've never said that with this card before, but I feel like that's what this person is hoping for, even if they're not conscious of it. I think that that's going to be important for you to also pay attention to, because with it being in reverse, you can sometimes let that go to the wayside because you care about someone, and that only ends up hurting you. So the Knight of Pentacles with the Two of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles. So you find balance when you turn your back on situations like this and choose not to sit in the energy of the back and forth. Because this is about balance. When it's in the upright, it's actually the opposite. It's people reaching out to you constantly. So that tells me that you're shifting in the near future. Forget about this. Yeah, it may be difficult. You may go back and forth sometimes about what to do. Maybe this is also about a work situation. So let's talk about that since there's so many pentacles. I think you're trying to find balance in your work as well. It could be, how do I continue to put so much effort into something? Is this where I'm meant to be? If you don't feel stable in your job right now and there's some kind of shift that needs to happen, I think you might go looking in the near future. But they're saying they're trying to show you and you're not paying attention to it. So if there are signs around you, if something's giving you the indication, it could be difficult coworkers. It could be just feeling dissatisfied. In other words, you're not sleeping well. You're waking up tired. All of those things are indications that you're not in the place that you're supposed to be. And it's trying to make you, they're trying to push you to make a shift. So it doesn't mean you have to walk away. It just means something needs to change, whether it be within you, within the environment you work in, maybe shifting departments if you work in, I don't know, a lot of my Sagittarius clients work in the healthcare industry. So maybe you need to make a shift there in order to find the balance, but they're trying to get your attention. So if you can focus on what's going on within, you're going to recognize the signs that you're being given. All right, I'm going to clear this and we will get into the oops, that went flying. We'll get into the person that's on your mind. Let's see what card ends up. Yep. You're going to be moving towards a new opportunity. Something's going to be coming towards you. I think someone's going to actually come in and offer you something. This could be also an energy once you release the other one that comes in that starts out really slow, but it's someone who will feel like, I want to say it's a grounded energy, and this person is not someone who rushes things. They just kind of want to start slow and get to know you. So it may not feel like overly emotional or overly passionate or fiery. It starts out this way, but generally those are the good relationships. So if you're looking for somebody new, this is an opportunity for that to move towards you. Okay. So let's get into the person that's on your mind. This is for Sag. So we have the Four of Pentacles. Somebody's holding on tight to something, probably to you. But again, they're having issues of their own. The Two of Cups and the Nine of Swords. So somebody's really stressed out. They're holding on to this and they don't want to let you go. I feel like they feel like you're their person, but something's going on that's creating instability in their life. Like they don't know how to find balance. So for you, again, the world is coming out. So you're changing. Look at this. The same cards that were coming out in your main reading. The Two of Pentacles going back and forth. But there you are, the Wounded Warrior, the Nine of Wands. And then we have the Tower in reverse. You've already been through the massive changes. And then the Ace of Cups. Is there a new opportunity? I think so. Now, if you are with this person, right now they're holding on very tightly to the idea that you can work things out. It's stressing them out. They really want you in their life and they can't help but feel like there's something with you that they can't get past. So their grip is tight. So just know that they could also be disrupting your sleep, meaning energetically. They creep into your dreams, or they tend to just, their energy in general just feels very disruptive. So I feel like they come in and invade your energy. So you, big changes. Like I said, closing this out. These types of people, not going to be able to get to you anymore. If you love them and it's hard, I understand that, but you're just not in this place anymore, and this is where you're going. So although it may be tough at times to close this out, they're saying you've been through enough. You're on the other side of this now. You've been through the major changes. You don't want anything in your life anymore. It doesn't feel like that's explosive. And if this person has a tendency to come in, blow your world up and run back out, that's not cool at all. Let's see. If you're in a current relationship and this person's just really stressed because they don't know how, okay, I just heard because they can't control you, they're going to have to get used to the fact they can't control you. Plain and simple. Sagittarius, you're not there to be controlled. You are not an energy that is controlled. So you need somebody who is just as independent as you are and understands what it's like to have separate lives and lives that you join together. I don't know why people want to control each other. It's crazy to me, but you just can't. And you are not the person. They're barking up the wrong tree. All right, so let's see what the romance angels say, and then we'll get some advice for you. This is for Sag. So we have calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. All right, well, look, if this person gets through whatever these things are, maybe, but I think you're more focused on getting out of something that felt very confining and not good, and you're trying to move forward and find the right person for you. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. That's all your reading's been about. Being focused on work. Doesn't mean that there's issues necessarily. They could be having financial issues, and maybe that's why they're stressed out, because the Ten of Pentacles, that makes perfect sense. Ten of Pentacles is in reverse, and the Nine of Swords is right there. So they definitely, somebody's having financial difficulty. It could be you. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. I think this is the energy that you'd be calling into you. The one that I said the Nine of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles had represented. Once you get to know somebody new, even if it's slow and doesn't feel like crazy explosive, it's going to be something that's good. And those things can come as you grow together. All right. And then separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. That makes sense with all of this. I do sense that most of you are wanting to get into something new. If you're wanting to try to work this out with this person, I feel like you're going to repeat a cycle. And I'm just going to say that because it feels like that's what it is, and you guys know I tell the truth. Past life relationship, you have known each other before. That's probably why you feel like this is such a deep connection. Just because we've lived a past life with somebody does not mean we have to repeat what we did, even if it was the greatest love of all. And usually it's not. Usually that person is someone that comes to trigger you to get over whatever karma you had from your past life or whatever you want to release. So I had said this in another one of my readings. I just had someone who's a very well-known astrologer do a reading for me and told me what my past life was. If you're interested, please email me. I'll give you his information, or I'll find a way to put it in the description box. It explained exactly what I'm here to do in this life and made perfect sense. So if you're interested in figuring that out about yourself, it's a good way to help you get a grasp on why things have happened for you and what changes you're making in this life, and then to find peace with that. Okay, so let's get some advice about this situation. We have Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, I just don't feel like things are going anywhere. It's going to be nothing but chaos and conflict. Queen of Cups, much needed self-love. And the Three of Pentacles, it just feels like there's always going to be something in the way. Two people trying to work things out, but her back is to that. So I feel like it's about loving you and realizing that this is not coming together. These are people trying. You could have been trying to find some kind of solid ground, but it just seems to create constant drama. So if you're expecting this to go in a stable direction, I'm going to say that it probably will not. All right, yeah, and then I saw the Seven of Swords. So you're dealing with somebody who just can't be honest with themselves. I don't think they lie necessarily to you. Sure, they're probably hiding things, but they've done this enough. And they don't really, they're just not meant to be. All right, let's get the Lover's Oracle. Let's see what's going on. This is for Sag. Okay, so we have surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. Yep, I'm going to say that goes right along with the reading. And then we have give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Oh my God, I hardly ever get these cards back to back like this. This is a real direct message for you guys. Soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. Beautiful. And then, my beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. Love for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. So for those of you that know you have a soulmate coming, another soulmate, that means that that energy is there and ready for you when you close out this old cycle. Okay, last messages. This is, sorry, a little tickle in my throat. Okay. What are the last messages from the wisdom of the Oracle for Sag? We have Yang. So there's taking back control of the self is what I want to say with this. This is a 1 energy. I've said it throughout the whole reading. Don't want to keep repeating it. Imagine. So take the time to imagine. We're going from a 1 to a 2, so you're progressing. As you balance out your masculine and feminine energy, it's going to help you stabilize, and then they want you to imagine what your life could look like. How do you want it to look? Keep doing that. It's important. Dreaming is a great thing. And then we have chop wood. You're going to have to put some tough, efforts in. This is, to me, is about a lot of physical work. Balance, 6. Even numbers seem to be important for you. So you could be born on the 20th, the 6th, or the 1st. And then we have another 6, milk and honey. Nurturing. This is about nurturing yourself, taking care of you. I want to say just think about this as, yes, there is a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. There's always a little something good or a big something good when you get through the difficult stuff. As long as you nurture yourself through the process and start to fall into acceptance, you realize how much easier things get. We stay in a constant state of stress these days. We just are built that way as a humanity. And I think we're starting to shift a lot of that. And I feel like you're going to get to a space too where you realize you can relax at any given moment and take back control of any kind of emotion, any kind of situation that you have in your life, as long as you're constantly nurturing you. All right, my loves, thank you so much for being here and for all of your support, your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. If you'd like a personal, like I said, that info's in the description box below or in my about section. Have an amazing end of your year. I'm probably going to get some of the Januaries out before the new year, but I still want to say a happy new year. Hope you had a great holiday, and I will see you in the next one. Lots of love. Take care.